I made it. I showed up. I survived. Free giveaways. It's good to see everybody in the room. We got some stuff to cover early in the show before we get into some slabberous. Some hot slabberous. Let's go, KMD. All right. Let's start with this. It was a crazy week. I'll let the people fill in the room. Let's start with music, actually. I'll let you guys pick. Early entrance. You guys want to hear the Talking Heads? Burning Down the House is on here, or you want to hear Dark Side of the Moon? One or the other. Pink. Was that two pinks? Two pinks. Two pinks. Anybody want to fight for Talking Heads?
Ethan and Ellie said hi. She's over playing the piano.
Nice.
Leela got a shout out.
Nice. There's one heads. There's one heads. If we don't get a second heads, then we are going Pink Floyd. There's nice try, boys. All right. Thanks for coming into the room, guys. I hope you guys had a good week. We had quite an eventful week here at Green Hair Inc. And we got a lot to talk about. Let's get it going. Jump in the show notes. Jump in the pre-bids. It's all there. It's all there for you guys to absorb. I hope you guys did your due diligence. There's some fun stuff in this pile. This represents the last of my Xbox 360 run. It won't be the last time I run a 360 game. But Black Diamond, welcome to the party, my friend. I hope your show went good earlier today. Bo does know the green hair Kaz. This is one of my favorite shirts, brother. One of the lasting memories of our partnership. Okay. All right. Let's start with some chicken talk. So, as some of you know, I've been raising money to get chickens purchased for my buddy Yedidi in Ethiopia. $50 covers the cost of the chicken and 6 months of feed. For those of you that don't know, in Ethiopia, people are extremely poor. We worked with a fundraiser in the past to get him up off the ground, and now we need to fill a chicken coop for him. The point of business for you guys here at Green Hair Inc. is, unfortunately, my old man Dundino bought a chicken that has already passed. Slick Rick is gone. R.I.P. Slick Rick. One of the first 5 hens to make it into the coop. He has passed. We don't know why. Yep, moment of silence, Spaceman. Yep, tough. Luckily, the food can't die, and the food goes to the other chickens. But Yedidia felt bad about it. Doesn't have anything to do with him, but he offered to allow Rick to be in possession of the rooster, the sole rooster in the coop. I initially said yes, we can have the rooster be called Slick Rick. Then I brought it to Rick and said, what do you want to name the rooster? He threw me a name that was perverted. And so I said, well, let's go with a more PG 1980s version, and we'll go with Rick of the Mountain. Okay? But I want to bring it to you guys. I want to see if you guys think that Rick should be the one to control the well-being of the rooster. Do we think that that's acceptable? I could auction this rooster off on this show, and I believe that Waff, thanks for the raid, guys. I'm going to be raiding into Waffle next week, later in the show. What do you guys think? You think I should give Rick? Yeah, Rick did it. He does have hollow bones. I've always been saying that about him. Sell the rights. Okay. Rick, we'll put another chicken into the coop. We'll call him Slick Rick. I can't give you rights to the rooster. It's too important. Yes. No. KMD? That's a great question. Okay. I'm glad you asked, KMD. So, I want to talk about my 3 shows. You're in one now. This is the tail end of the most Xbox 360 that I'll have. Next week, I have a nice mix. I have 13 consoles represented in the 40 games that I'll run next week. 13. You've got all 5 PlayStation consoles have a game in there. You've got Sega Saturn. You've got all kinds of stuff. I got an N64, Japanese N64 title too. Okay, so that's that week. And then in the following week, so 2 weeks from this Sunday, everything you see on the back wall is going in that show. It's already set up for pre-bid. You guys can jump in the giveaway. I want to say this. I was building up for another signature. I've got about 20 to 25 games, but I just have to let them rip. I don't always have that backlog. So you guys get the benefit of me just taking those 20 to 25 games, and they're just going to rip in a couple weeks. And they're nice. You've got Sim City for Super Nintendo. That Hulk is a 99A++. We got a Quake for Sega Saturn, 96A off to the side. All these are nice. Every single one of these games are nice. So please bookmark that show. That's a big one. It's going to be like a miniature signature, a
Pre-bids
showcase, so
up.
to speak. What's that? Yeah,
Pre-bids
pre-bids
are
are
up.
up.
Yeah.
Pre-bids are up. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah, it's going to be good. Yep, it's going to be a good one. No Bonilla patch autos. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, so this was a fun week. After our show, after our signature show, my wife came up with the idea of running a small reel that shows realized prices, the sold prices. Penguin, thank you for the chicken grab. Please jump in the shop, buy it now. I'm trying to put chickens in this coop. He needs this so much more than you need that $50, I promise. But my wife posted a reel. It was realized sold prices for signature, 20-second long reel. It is the first viral video that we've ever put out into social media. It got quickly up to like 12 to 15,000 views. And I would say on my Facebook post, there was probably 65 of 70 comments were outright nasty. Just absolutely, foul. The worst of it was a guy saying that maybe my house should burn down because I grade sealed games. So if you haven't seen my post that I put on social media, please go check it out. I may promote it, the one like the second part two. uh, I'm trying to bring people together. There's a huge rift, if you don't already know this, in this space. A lot of people believe games were meant to be played. A lot of people that buy video games think that we're responsible for the price of their video games going up, which is patently untrue. Along with any hate towards grading companies, you have a lot of people that get really nasty really quickly. It's sad. It sucks. You've seen people come in this room and tell us how much they hate graded games. You've seen me handle it calmly. This is the only place that I think that people can get real information. The reason that I put all this stuff out was so that people that are flies on the wall, that are trying to figure out if sealed graded video games make sense, I want them to know that they can come here and they can ask questions. Please be kind to them. If they get disruptive, I'll put it out to the group. I'll say, do you guys want this guy out of the room? Anybody that gets crass or anything like that, anything distracting, anything that makes our time a complete waste, obviously we'll boot them out of the room. But by and large, I want to bring video game people together. This is the highest form. When you're talking about condition sensitive stuff, this is the top of the pop. This is the top of the heap. So that's that. All right.
Thanks for the raid.
Yeah. Do we get no gifted? Oh, gifted. We gotta. Thank you for the raid. Let's do both of these. So if you guys don't know Gifted, he's always got a good supply of stuff. He works incredibly hard at finding stuff to bring to the market. I love seeing the stuff he has. And also, as you guys know, Wafflefoot's one of my guys. We are tight, and he's a wonderful part of this hobby. A very good friend. Did that go through? Sometimes when I try to do that, it doesn't work. Control C. All right. So, guys, I'm running sealed graded games tonight. Those who entered into the room, I've got 40 total slabs. Okay. Let's get to it. I got it. All right. There we go. All right. Thank you, Gifted. I hope you're well, brother. I hope you had a great show. All right. Jump in the giveaway, guys, and we're going to start alphabetical order. We're just going to run some slabs. I'll run some sealed raw at the end of the show. I've got some surprises to mix in. For those of you that just got rated into the room, if you stuck around long enough, I'm giving both these games away. All right? At the 30th slab and at the 10th slab. Okay? All right. Here we go. I don't know, Penguin. I don't know how I'm going to roll out that rooster. I don't know. But that rooster is live and in action right now as we speak. Okay. 187 ride or die. Only one on the pop report. All I have is old comps on this, all the way back to 2022. This is all according to price charting. Congrats on the giveaway win, Retro. I got a 948 plus that did 110 in 2022. That was close to the peak of the market, so you don't have to use that. I'm just giving you some data because there wasn't a lot on it. It's a pretty uncommon game. All right, $25 raw video game on average in sealed condition. You're welcome, buddy. Yep, that's that, and we're live. Yeah, KMD, that was a great grab. I love when you put a grab that a pre-bid and didn't have to fight too hard for it. If you guys see people attack on social media, you don't have to engage. Good one, Holiday. I wanted to establish then and there that nobody has to respond. Okay, this is kind of fun. All right, I've got 3 FIFAs. Came a little bit late, but I don't think it would have necessarily moved the needle in this room anyways. But I have all 3. Put out 4 years apart. So you got an 8-year spread here. So we'll start with Germany, 2006. The oldest. I got a 2006, 2010, and 2014. It's kind of hard to believe Xbox was rolling that long. That's a 988 plus. Only one on the pop report. This was in Germany, 2006. I don't remember who won this one. I think the Netherlands won 2010. Who do you have 187? Oh, nice. Nice. It's fantastic. 988 plus. It's an example of a game you can grab. It shouldn't be too costly to add to your collection, but anything 98 is good enough. Doesn't matter the game or title, as long as there's not 10 million of them out there, and there are not 10 million of these out there. Yeah, buddy. Welcome to the party, everyone's pal. Yeah, I like this one a lot. She's the oldest of the 3. 2006. I mean, that's pre VGA. Good with Stevers. Good grab. Good grab. All right. Everyone, thank you for the tip, brother. My man. Thank you. Everyone follow everyone's pal. He's always got stuff rolling too. He's active all the time. Always got stuff happening. All right, this is fading on the insert. Got snake bit by this one. There's a few case fading titles in this show. 2010 FIFA World Cup, South Africa. I was in Africa when this final went off, believe it or not. This is when I was hanging out with Udidia, ironically. But there is fade. For it to be an 8.5, that means you're probably getting a little fade on the front of the case, too. Typically, stuff that came out of this collection had fade on the spine that led to a 9.2 grade, but for it to be an 8.5, that means you got more than just that. Okay? Still the only one on CGC spot. Yeah, Pootie. Me too, brother. That's right, Kaz. That's true. A lot of people think I just talk about my speed for the laughs. The shuttle run is my domain. The bow legs turn quick on a dime. TD7224. You better believe it. Good win, Bacon Eater. Thank you for your first purchase. Went cheap. All right, here's the last one. There's Brazil. This always has wild comps on it. You have an April comp probably because of the World Cup that did 266, a 988 plus. This is one of the only Brazil covers that I can think of. It's pretty iconic. If you're a fan of the Brazil soccer team, my goodness, this is a neat game. There's 2 graded. The other one is a 988 plus. This is a 968 plus. Kaz, put something down on the bar stool at least, brother, for the next patron. Keep it together. Appreciate you guys coming in the room. I always run my shows Sundays at 8 Eastern. Good win discount. Good grab. All right, I want to talk about something else. Discount Games. He just opened a consignment program on eBay. If you guys want to sit something in a buy it now shop that gets a lot of sales, a lot of looks, a lot of attention, he's your guy. He's your guy. He's excellent at it, and it's a family affair over there, and he's a great place to sell your stuff. Buy it now on eBay for sure. Assassin's Creed Ezio collection, only one on the pop, $22 raw video game. LTN. I just noticed this. Somebody's got to help me with this one. We're going to learn something today. LTN is the country. What's LTN? What is LTN? That is not USA. You do have dual language. So you do have English and French, Latin American. There you go. Or is that Spanish?
Someone said Lithuanian.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah. So we're going to say Latin American. 988 plus plus. There you go. English, everything's English on there. ESRB. So North American. I think Latin American. That's my first Latin American I've ever seen. Yep. Yeah, I don't know that there will be that written on paper. Gravy, welcome to the party. I'm glad that message didn't get through, my friend. This is PG 1980s. You see this? You see that rat tail? This is a family affair. This is for children. We believe that you're good one, Jay. All right, here's Avatar. The Last Airbender. We do have fading on this. This is going to be the case there. All right. He's always sneak past me. But this is one of those ones. This is the tail end of this collection. 92A. This is Avatar: The Last Airbender. About a $40 game, according to price chart, in sealed raw condition. Only one on the pop report. All right. There you have it. Presents beautifully. Yeah, need. Yep. Nice, make love. Yes. Yeah. Kazamania got it for me when I was selling cards briefly for him. Did a couple card shows for him. Rick is an airbender. Good win replay. Good grab. All right. This is a nice title here. Beautiful Katamari. 3 of these graded. All right. You got a 998 plus out there, which is kind of surprising. This is from 2007. This is an early Xbox 360 title. $50 raw video game on average. I have in February of 2025 a 988 plus that did 135. So that's a comp last year, a little over a year and a half ago. All right. This is a nice title. Katamari, if you guys don't know, it's insane. You're basically a ball and you just roll around an environment and pick things up and your ball grows. It's like you're a vacuum cleaner. It's like early days of like SMR gaming or ASMR gaming. Yeah. Did Bo really not do steroids, guys? Did Bo Jackson really not do steroids? How do we know? He didn't lift. How did that happen? Yeah, that's awesome, replay. Did you get the coupon? Replay, did you get the coupon this week? He was, Holmes. He was. Please take a deep breath. Yeah. They weren't hitting 80 then. Nobody was hitting 80 then. Good one, Aaron. It's a good one. All right, Capcom Classics Collection. We got to be getting close to number 10. Let's see. Where are we at? Yeah, well, after this pile, we'll do it. Okay. Capcom Classics Collection Volume 1. I'll give away a seal graded game shortly. Probably after this pile right here. Only one on the pop report. $40 raw video game. You've got Street Fighter 2 on this, Ghosts and Goblins, Legendary Wings, 1942, Bionic Commando, Forgotten Worlds, Ghouls and Ghosts, Section Z. Ton of killer games on this. This is a great compilation right here. All right. There you go. 2005. Preserved for the long haul. Okay. Thanks, you. Thanks, brother. I'll look. We'll look at that. Yeah, that was a good ride, Bertram. I love seeing the long ball hit. There's plenty of performance enhancers outside of steroids that people can engage in. Oh, yeah. Good one, Aaron. Good grab. Okay, this is a bit of a new. No, not this one. The next one is. Okay, we got both of these. These both got hit for fading. It's probably when the guy put it into storage, he let this stuff take the sun because he said to himself, there's no way this game will be worth $170 someday. So, let's start with this one. College Hoops 2K7. That's about the biggest beating for fading that I've taken. I don't think it looks that bad, but it's evident. You got, maybe it's the back. I don't know. I don't know where that fades at, but certainly on the spine. It's a $50 game, though. Only one on the pop report. College Hoops 2K7. Okay? 8.0 A plus. Yep. 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 There's Reddick. Yep. $51 raw video game on average according to price charting. Cheapest game of the night. There you go, Chunky Kong. Crack and make $10. Way to go. All right, this is a different story. This is gonna be a wild one. It's gonna be a wild one. We got fading on this. This is the typical grade I was getting out of this collection. It's the 9.2 with the spine fade. Okay? $170 raw video game on average. Every sold averages out on price charting to $170 for this 2K8. What's this gonna do? Only one on the pop report. What's this gonna do? Yeah, the real number, Foyce, down the right field line was like 358. My high school field was 358 down the line. Fade on the spine. Still a nuke. Good win, Aaron. Good grab. All right, here's Crazy Taxi Fair Wars. PSP. 988 plus. You got 9 of these graded on the CTC Pop Report. About a $30 game in sealed raw condition. All right. I think my only PSP title tonight. All right, we're getting close.
That was botanical last time.
Yep. I did have Z4. Yep. That's right. Yeah, those bats were juiced out of their minds. It's all about potato. Good win. Good grab, brother. Welcome to the party. All right. We're going to give away a game. All this talk of me getting after it, I'm giving this away. See, 93% of the people in this room, if they win this game, aren't going to want me to autograph it. But someone might. This is the giveaway. Tag some friends into the room. Not a crazy expensive game. Bats sold separately. Look at that paint job. Look at that. I've beat the paint off this entire bat. This was once all purple. Jump in the giveaway. All right. We got a nice run of games coming up right now. No NES TIB tonight or Mega Man 5 for NES. I'm all sealed tonight. I will run some sealed raw at the end of the show. The best I can do is to say in 2 weeks I've got a Sim City running for Super Nintendo. That's it. Okay. All right. We ready to rock and roll? Let's start with these 2 Dragon Ball Xenoverse titles right in a row. All right, we're running 2 Dragon Ball titles. 988 plus plus. 13 graded is second on the pop. $32 raw video game on average. Okay? There's Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Jump in the giveaway.
Royce wants you to respond.
Yeah, where's he at? Where's he at? I'm looking. I'm scrolling.
Golf tryouts. He found glasses in the lost and found.
Me? Okay. Oh,
Took a 14.
yes. Dude, Gravy, were you one of my that foursome? Oh, dude, that's a great thing that you know that. Okay, so I did not play golf until my sophomore summer of high school. My Grandpa Dean, God rest his soul, took me out on like a borderline par 3 course. I went on Maple Crest with him like 10 times. Before I continue the story, this is a Canadian variant. That is a dual language manual that is shrink wrapped inside of what is my guess to be an American copy, I would guess. Yes. All right, and that's how they did it with the Canadian prints. But that's a 988 plus plus. So I figured it would be fun to try out for the golf team because it was just a couple free rounds of golf. Day 1, I shot a 95. That kept me in the hunt to stay on the team. Day 2, it seems as though Gravy was on the hole that I 14'd. The third hole on the course, I put up a 14 on the second day. There's 3 total days to this trial. I put up a 14. I think I finished the day. I finished the round pretty strong. I finished the day with like a 10 something, 104, something crazy like that. Good one, everyone, pal. Day 3, your friend the Hare put up an 87 and made the golf team. He never competed. It was his first summer ever playing golf, but he did make the team and get a free round of golf all 4 days of the week and driving range on Friday. It was fantastic. Yeah, Gravy. That was a huge victory for me, dude. That was a huge. All right, I do have a surprise slab coming after this. It's on theme, but this is Far Cry 2, 5 graded, tied for the top. I got a 988 plus plus in July of 2026 on eBay that did 218. That is a perfect comp for this. Okay, this is a nice title, and I'm gonna bring in a surprise slab that's not in the pre-bids. After this one. Yep, surprise slab. Love bringing in surprise slabs. $218 988 plus plus sold last month on eBay. Very nice. Kaz, I still can't get my swing under control. All I do is go into instinct mode. When that club starts going, it becomes a softball, baseball, wiffle ball bat, whatever you want to call it. Hey, Lee, thank you for your first purchase. That's a great grab. Here's our surprise slab number 1, okay? I decided to run Far Cry Instincts in this show. This is a 968 plus. This is crazy. I don't know why I wrote this on this, but this game is 21 years old. Process that. Get in the giveaway. Giving away a free game below.
There's like 10 seconds left in the giveaway.
Yep. Let's run this giveaway.
I'll pin the Far Cry.
Yep. Pin the Far Cry. It's a new slab. Yeah, it's a surprise slab.
Got it.
Okay, let's see who won the giveaway. Question is, will the person ask for an autograph? Tommy Boo. Have you ever won a sealed graded game? Have you ever owned a sealed graded game, Tommy Boo? Have you ever owned a sealed graded game? If not, I'm ecstatic for you. Get this in hand. Feel free to message me. Yes. Let me know what you think of sealed graded games if you've never had one. It's yours. Okay. All right, here we go. Far Cry Instincts. I got a 948 that did $106 in this month. On eBay. $106 for a 948. All right. 5 of these graded. This game is 21 years old. That's so insane. So those of you guys that don't know and don't understand why we grade video games, we are freezing their condition, we are keeping them preserved, we are getting them authenticated because these games are special. You can't return to a Mickey Mantle card and do nothing with it. You can't put it in your bike spokes. You can return to a game like this, throw it into the Xbox, and have a blast. This is a hammer. So yellow tea. Somebody was farming for the pop report yellow tea. Somebody was farming all of the certification numbers at CGC. I have a link I can give you. It stopped updating. It was every day getting updated, but it is completely froze. I think it's possible in the future that I might be able to give you actual pop report data in my listings potentially, but I'm going to let this one settle in. Let's pin this one real quick because it's special. But I can send it to you. Find me on Instagram. I don't think I can send links through this chat on whatnot. They just don't go through. But it's just like a Google Doc that has data probably up to, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago. So that is important to bring up that when I'm quoting pop report data, it's based on, they just stopped updating it regularly in the last 3 or 4 months. So I'll usually add my game to the pop report that I have because I'm assuming someone pop report. Farming Simulator. Okay, this is a Best Buy variant. This is the only one on the pop report in any variant, I believe. This is the first time Farming Simulator hit consoles. This is a 988 plus. There's 5 sales of this game per year in sealed raw condition. Yeah, like I went through. I didn't find hardly any Best Buy. I think it was like 10-1, the amount of Best Buy variants there were. So this is kind of special, and you got to look at this game historically. I mean, this is a classic simulator. Absolutely. I mean, are they still making farming simulators now? Yeah, Holmes, no doubt. NWC, that's true. You better dig a hole deep enough to hit that water line because there is nothing wet on the surface of the sun out here.
It's
Huh? Yeah. Good winner. Good grab. That was a steal. That went cheap. All right. I also have Farming Simulator 15, 968 plus. Only one on the pop report, $45 raw video game on average. There you go. What a ride this Xbox 360 pal has been. Yep, there you go, Jordan. I didn't want to speak out of turn. Jordan has compiled the data. Jordan has CGC data. He's working on some stuff that's pretty insane. Exact, yes. Yeah, I'll take a more. Yep, absolutely. No doubt about it. Yeah, every week I put a certain amount of time into doing research. The act of like digging for, I believe there's a website tied to the pop report too that's no longer available. Yeah, Mike. Yep, I do have more surprises. Yep, good one. All right, this is a nuke. I'll run some surprises after this one. All right, this one's interesting. Fatal Inertia is a pretty heavy-duty title. Cheapest available on eBay right now in sealed raw condition is $150. $102 raw video game on average. There's 2 graded tied for the top, so they're both 968 pluses. The wild thing about this, and there's 2 things that I don't. Let me see here. There's 2 things on this that I need to talk to you about. Yes. Okay, so here's a grader note on this. Manufacturing printing error. This is a different kind of set of grader notes, but I would only assume that it's that, what I believe to be like ink dust, right there under the seal. That's my guess. I could not find any other evidence that there was any printing errors on this. I never found out from CGC. This is kind of like this is a cool little wrinkle that nobody else will have. But it's still $100 game by itself in sealed raw condition. Yep, Tiger Wolf would love this. This is a Coe title. He is building the most comprehensive Coe collection on the planet. First, I stared at the words "fatal inertia," and I was like, "Is that what his printing error is?" But it's not. It looks like it's off, but it's not. That's how they all are. Yeah, it's a good title. Cheapest available in sealed raw condition is $150. Good winner. Good grab. All right, let's pull some. Mike, did you tip me? Oh, Mike, thanks, brother. I appreciate you, my man. So generous. Okay, I'm gonna run four surprise titles. Okay. Oh, look at this fella. We'll start with this 98A. I'll tell you the story. I had a total of 12 virtual clubs in hand. It's not because they're common. At least I have never seen them abundantly available. All right. I have 12. None of them hit above an A plus. I think I got 2 A pluses and one of them was cracked. All right. The best I got, obviously, on seal grade was mostly was an A. All right. As far as where the A damage is here, right there, right there. Yep, a little bit around to the back. Again, anything that's a 9.8 in these tall jewel cases, in my opinion, should be put into a preservation state. These things are so fragile. So 9.8A. I am giving an 8.0 B plus away later today. N64. Yeah, I do have one N64 title I'll run next. Yep, Lindsay, I'll show it to you. It may not be what you're looking for, but I'll run it. People aren't giving this game enough respect on this platform right now. Like, these are hard. These all sold cheap. I think it's like $100 price starting. These are hard. 1995. That's 31 years. It's crazy. Yeah, so fun. Dude, the virtual era is the beginning of the 3D era. So cool. Love long boxes for the art. Iconic, dude. Does anybody remember this game? That would be something, Kaz.
That would be. We need to get him one.
Everyone's pal. You got some years on me then, my friend. Good winner. Yeah, that's a good grab. I think everybody should be working to get one of those in their collection. Like I said, there's 12 and then there's none. That's how it's going to go. All right, this is Wonder Project J2. This is an N64 title. This is 9.2, not sealed. This is not a CIB, but I'll explain this to you. 9.2, it says non-sealed, unopened. See that? So there was never shrink wrap on this. And how they know that it was unopened is because they have no evidence of the box getting opened. And if you open a box, it creates like a hairline white crack at the point that you open it. So this is how you get it sealed. This is Wonder Project J2. This is a Square Enix title. This is the tallest case. I don't think I've ever had a case this tall. Look at this. I didn't know these were out there. But this is your typical case size, even with Sega Saturn. It's a J2.
It's weird because it still fit in a small one.
Yeah, it all comes down to like their inner wells and what they can pull off. I'll have 3 of these total. I got 2 9.2s and a 9.4, and that's it. $70 game in sealed condition, unopened condition. Pretty cool. N64. Japanese games. That's one place I did not go because I didn't know how to gauge what was rare and what wasn't in that market, but it has continued to climb. Japanese video games have absolutely continued to climb. And I love them. I love how they display, all the old stuff for Famicom, Super Famicom, all that stuff's fantastic. Good winner. Good grab. The Walking Dead, 988 plus. I did not run data on this stuff. I don't think. Here we go. All right, so there's 3 of these on the pop report. Like a $15 video game. Yeah, 3 on the pop report. I don't think this is the top. I think there's a 988 plus plus, if I'm not mistaken. Telltale Games, Walking Dead, 2012. It is, Holmes. It is. Tracking through and finding a supplier is crazy. One thing I did learn about the Japanese, I think I think Jay Needlinger told me this, is that the Japanese, they don't like old retro. They like new, clean. They're a very tidy culture. So like old nostalgic stuff didn't matter to them. So a lot of people figure that out. That's why you see so much Japanese stuff flying so much on this platform. It's a ready supply. Everybody's looking to give it up. It's easier to find Japanese stuff because they all want to let go of it. Whereas over here, we don't want to let go of our stuff. Okay, so Black Myth Wukong, 998 plus plus. This is a great place to talk about the premium that I'm seeing for 9.9s. Okay, let's see here. I want to say a 9.8 plus plus did. Let me look here. I'm going to pull the data on this one. Pulling up comp data. Yeah. Okay. The last 998 plus was in January for this game. It did $300, and then you had a 988 plus that sold in March for 160. That's not the premium that I would expect, but the point of it is, people are valuing the 9.9s more.
Is that?
This is not preloaded. No, this is the last. This is the last hidden game. I do have a few of these. This game's supposed to be fantastic. I've never played PS5. I've been on the Switch for 10 years, and then I've been moving backwards lately. Dreamcast, GameCube, all that stuff. That's true. That's true, Penguin. That was a great experience. The racing simulator. Oh, I feel like a kid again. All right, good one. Good one. Good grab. Youth loves his 9.9s. All right, back to it. Let's find some more music. See what the room's in the mood for. All right. I'm going to put the talking heads back up in the mix, and I'll put them up against, who can they compete with? New Order. This will be an interesting one. New Wave City. Heads or New Order? The Heiress is here. Heiress is always around. Heiress. She's drinking out of her straw right now as we speak. What do you guys want to hear?
My sippy cup.
What is it? Heads? I see heads in New Order. I need to make an executive decision. What is it? Heads. Heads. New Order. I see heads. Are we still even?
I mean, voice is counting twice, but
So that kicks the heads out again. New Order.
I think it was even.
Even still even with two cheating. Voice, dude. Disruptor. Order. Order it is. We need order.
Thank you, Bulls.
All right. All right. Okay, we ready to rock and roll? Final Fantasy 11 online seekers of Adulin. Only one on the Pop Report. $30 raw video game on average. I don't see this game a ton, personally, but doesn't mean it's not available. That's right. Boys, feel free to talk about all the habits of the hare anytime you want. I know you've done research on hares.
Hare's not a great swimmer.
The hare isn't. Me personally, I'm fast, but I watched my dad nearly drown in 3.5 feet of water about 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, everyone. Yep. It's one thing we know. Yep, Dundino. Good win. Good winner. There's Forza Horizon 2, 988 plus. $45 raw video game, according to price charting. Only one on the CGC Pop. This is a bit of a quality title right here as well. I have personally seen people move a lot of this stuff over to eBay and do quite well with it. If you can sit it on buy it now, I'm not telling you to buy and flip. I don't care what you do. But I certainly think you should be buying as smart as you possibly can. So I try to give you as much information as I can. I try to put stuff in pre-bid so you guys can, ahead of time, do your due diligence. Mike, I like this grab. 83 bucks. That's cheap. Good grab. Good grab, Mike. Excellent grab. Here's Freestyle Street Soccer. This was a Blockbuster exclusive, which is kind of wild. It's neat to see that. 968 plus. Only one on the Pop Report. $35 raw video game on average. Freestyle Street Soccer. It looks like an underrated game. It's pretty awesome. It's wild that Blockbuster had the rights to this game. I mean, does anybody know the story about why this was only released at Blockbuster? Crazy. To know they're confined, their hearts will explode. That is something different. Good one, you. Good grab. All right, here's Funky Barn. This is a pretty valuable title for the Wii U. $40 raw video game on average. It's the only one on the Pop Report. I'll do something here. You can run it. Yeah, at one point, this game in 2022 in sealed raw condition was upwards of $140. 2022, this used to be a $140 sealed raw video game. That's crazy. To bring it all the way down to 40 bucks, that's wild. I don't know if they released more. I know they did that with Hello Kitty Cruisers for this console, where that game was highly sought after, and then just more came out later. Good one, that one. Yeah, dude. The hair's starting to sound more like my old man, to be honest. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. 908 plus. This does not have any graders in it. There's no fading on this as far as the damage goes. I wasn't quite sure on this one. I don't see where the 9.0 is. Yeah, I don't see where the 9.0 is. 2 graded, the other's a 968 plus. Okay? About a $40 raw video game on average. Yeah, Lamar. Yeah, we love talking video games. We love unpacking our childhoods. But I am a dealer with CGC. They're close to me. Uh, they are by far the cheapest that I can spend in order to get games graded. So essentially, what you see here is I'm running as many quality titles as I can to them. I bring about 40 slabs a week on Sunday nights at 8 Eastern, and we've been doing it for some time now. It's pretty rad. Discount, good win. A lot of people have just been loyal to buying off my show, and I appreciate all you guys for that. I try to do as much work ahead of time as I can to, make sure you guys have a good time. But this is Hitman 2 Silent Assassin. This is a 9.9 A plus. Xbox 9.9s matter. There's two graded. It's the top. The other's a 9.8 A plus. Okay. $23 raw video game. Pretty inexpensive. Probably too cheap for a sealed raw copy of this game from 2002, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, boys. Speed goes without saying. Baby hares called leverets are born fully furred with open eyes and can hop around within minutes. That's me in a nutshell. Isn't that right, Pops? You saw how fast that was when I came out of the womb. That's the steal. Maybe the steal of the night, Aaron. Good grab. Iron Man 2. Got about 10 left, 15 left, and we'll run some sealed raw. Iron Man 2. This is the only one on the pop report. This is another game that I think displays fantastically. Like, you might be able to get in this game for less than $90. I don't know. I don't know what people are going to pay for this. I just think it's a cool title. I think this is a tremendous. I mean, people are yearning for Robert Downey Jr. They want him back. This guy launched a crazy universe. Not a crazy expensive game. A 988 plus, though, is hard to find in the Wii. I can't tell you how many Wii and Wii U titles I've bought that just come with too much damage. So many of them. This is a good one for a kid's room. I have slabs in each of my kids' rooms. Ones that speak to them individually. Good one, discount. Good grab. You got enough kids, I'm sure you need some games. All right, we're going to go on a little Marvel run here. We're getting close to the second giveaway. Yeah, we're going to go on a little Marvel run here. Yeah, Kaz, you got to see me do some good stuff with a baseball bat. That's one of the things I'm most proud of, is that you got to see some of it. All right, so we're on to the Avengers. This was so wild. So what did we just run? We just ran Iron Man. Weirdly, Iron Man, all the Marvel, all are like right in alphabetical order, like as far as like what I had available. But
Make sure you the right one.
Marvel the Avengers. I got Superhero Squad. You got yeah, Superhero Squad. Yeah, we'll do that one
do
first.
what I penned.
Gotcha. Okay, this one's a little more rare. This is the only one on the pop report. This is Superhero Squad, $45 raw. There's only 3 sales per year in sealed raw condition on this title. Here's a great cover. Take a look at that. 968 plus.
Your mods are fighting. Don't lose your train of thought.
Break it up, dude. Sure enough, dude. As soon as my mods get back together in the same space, it's carnage.
Am I running this, or you open something else?
Yeah. I'll let them moderate each other. For those of you that have been around long enough, does anybody still have any of the postcards of my 2 moderators strangling each other to a Christmas backdrop? Oh, Penguin. Kaz, that might have been before you. Aaron does. Aaron still has it. It's so good. That's 2. Penguin and Aaron.
That's funny.
Oh, what a fun ride. Aaron, you've been around for a while, my man. Good win. Good grab. That was cheap. Good grab. Oh, you've been around for a while. Yes, you've seen a lot of antics. A lot of antics. You've seen a lot of antics. You guys all have at this point. 988 plus. Marvel the Avengers Battle for Earth. Only one on the pop report. I like anything Avengers. I mean, I've talked about how Spider-Man just is continuing to climb. Hulk is continuing to climb. All those games, all from that IP. This is a cheap game. This is a $13 raw video game. Pretty inexpensive title, but it's hard. I mean, like it's again at a 988 plus. I will grade it. Yeah, is Robert Downey Jr. playing someone else? That's crazy. Why do you quit being Iron Man if he was fine to be in superhero movies still? That's what I thought. It's nuts. Oh, dude. Yeah, dude. Excellent. That's great. That's great, dude. You've always laughed at the antics, dude. I hope most of you have. Otherwise, you're sick to have endured it to this point. Chunky Kong, good grab. Good grab. All right. 2 Ultimate Alliances. I was torn on these. I sent these in knowing that they were going to probably hit B pluses. But there's number 1 and there's number 2. Okay? It takes a lot for me to send in a known B plus. I already told you that I'd send in a Sega Saturn title if it's got no cracks, but some B plus seal. I'll still get that graded. These were right on that fringe too. These are pretty special games. Let's start with Ultimate Alliance number 1.
Nope.
What's up? No? Did you take a second one? Okay. Yeah, I could do second.
I don't know why.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, that's funny. Okay. So this is a $77 raw video game on average. As far as damage goes, on the shrink, you got a little bit of action down in here, right on this corner. Both bottom corners have little stuff. Gonna flatten this up here. It's an accumulation of like several small tears. Okay. B plus. Lowest graded of the 3 on CGC's pop report. You heard it here first. I will tell you when it's the lowest graded. Try to be as honest as I can. I've got the only comp I had is a 968 plus for 200. I think that's even cheap on a 968 plus. These are cool titles. Okay. I'm not saying a 968 plus is anywhere near a 92B plus. This is a placeholder. $77 raw video game on average according to Price Charting. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's in every copy. It must not be. That's a good call. I don't think they don't note it on the label, so I suppose it's probably on all of them. Good grab, Retro. Great grab. Great grab. All right, everything's going pretty inexpensive tonight. You guys are getting some deals. It's good. I love throwing deals for you guys. Here's a 96B plus Ultimate Alliance. That's I just like the green Xbox 360 cover with this. Look at that. It's glorious. All right. You got the blue background. Green, blue with the blue label are the best. Right there. If we're talking colors, that's it right there. So fantastic. Okay. $50 raw video game. The main damage is a back tear somewhere. Yeah, back here. Front looks pretty good. It presents good from the front, which I like. That matters. 96B plus. That's not true, Foyce. I had 2 pickoffs. Oh, dude. Foyce, if you want to hold that foot race that you beat me in 1998, 99, you can. But I certainly have the right to hold that Super Tecmo Bowl game. I don't care what you say about halves or whatever. I absolutely dominated you, and I had never played that game more than 5 to 10 times. I was an original Tecmo Bowl guy, and it happened. It happened in a public forum, and you know it. 968 plus. This is a Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Fated 2 world. We'll agree to call it even, okay? That's what I'll do. Yes to all the Marvel vs. Capcom stuff. Yes to all the Street Fighter stuff. Every single one of them. Whole set. Somebody needs to build this subset. It's going to get a little bit busy as of late with all the different versions of Infinite and all that, but it's fantastic.
I think we're past your 30th slab.
Okay, good. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Let me. We'll do. After this one, we'll run it. Get my last pile together. Sounds like a win to me. I was hosting a large party.
I want that one.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Good win. Good win, Dozer. Is that Dozer? Yes, good win. Okay. Monster Madness Battle for Suburbia. We'll run this one, then we'll do the giveaway. Okay. 968 plus, 2 graded, second. The other's a 988 plus. Like I said, about $38 raw video game on average. That's right, Kaz. Golf and baseball. How gross would that be? Imagine a guy with a swing that just translated in golf and baseball. Be fantastic. I like this title. Good grab. Congrats on your first purchase, Brucey. I love seeing new buyers. All right, so here's my last giveaway. Please buy chickens, guys. I'll send a shirt to anybody that buys a chicken. It's in my buy it now. I got friends in Ethiopia that have a lot less money than we do. We sent $1,500 over him to get off the ground, and he's really moving in the right direction. We've got 5 chickens in his coop. I'd like to get him. I mean, he can hold up to 50. It's like a life changer for his entire family. Yes. All right, pop in the giveaway. See if I can find it. Yep, there she is. I should give away this sticker when it dies. Okay. Pop in the giveaway. Virtual Pop 80 B+. Crack right there. You can see it. Right there. There's your 80. All right.
Thank you, Mike. Mike bought a chicken.
Mike bought a chicken. Mike, we need a name for the chicken. You got to give me a name. I'll have you a picture of the exact chicken that was purchased from the market in Ethiopia in less than a week. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I really mean it. All right, so jump in the giveaway. Pop in the giveaway. Night's Journey of Dreams. I always think of Journey into Dreams. I don't know why. 948 plus. 2 graded, second on the pop report. So the other's a 968 plus. All I have is old comps of this. But it's about a $30 game, $28 game, according to price charting in sealed raw condition. All right. I have a 2024 comp for a 968 plus. It sold for $300 back when the market. 2024. That's still a strong sale on this. Yeah, cool title. Always wanted a Sega Saturn version of this. Tough to grab, tough to get. Not a ton to hit the market. Jump in the giveaway. This is a heavy duty sealed graded game to be given away. I contend that an 80 B plus in a title like this is still a piece of art. In sealed condition. Saturn was such a failed system that just to have any of those games in sealed condition is just insane. Good wooden replay. Good grab. All right, here's Star Wars, The Clone Wars, Republic Heroes. 988 plus. 3 graded, pop of the pop. The other 2 are both 968 pluses. This is the 988 plus on CGC's pop. $43 raw video game and you. Thanks, brother. Thanks for grabbing a chicken. I appreciate you, brother. I'll get a picture. We need that name. I love that we're able to help him in small ways. There was, he needed a little bit more help. We got $1,500 to him in December. He needed a little bit more help financially to get across the finish line, and there's no access to capital in any way. They don't have loans, they don't have anything. He finally kind of figured how to rework it and got his parents to kind of help him finish the building that we were able to help him get started. Um, it was 90% done. Oh, dude, replay. Thank you, brother. So he's going to convert that house into something he can rent out, and now he has a 50 chicken coop holder. That he bought a beat up chicken coop that holds 50 chickens. He welded it up almost immediately, and we're filling it with chickens. He's got 5. So every week I'm calling him and sending him, $50 times 2, $50 times 3, dude. It's massive. That counts for the chicken that's like $9 and the feed. The feed gets to about like 40 to 45 or something like, but he just needs feed. So all the rest goes. So he just gets this giant bag of feed for these chickens when he buys them. It's fantastic. Okay, here's the Terminator Dawn of Fate. This is full disclosure on this platform with me. I'm going to tell you straight up. This is a 968 plus. I'm going to tell you this is an example where we have to take into consideration where the damage is. So the major damage that puts this at a 968 plus is that scuff. That is, in my estimation, substantial enough to disclose. Even though it's a 968 plus, most people, when they show this to you, they probably aren't going to tell you the details of it. But that's where the damage is. You see it. Obviously doesn't get in the case. It's just a scuff. All right. Might be Replay Retro might be able to do something with that. You might be able to send it to him and get it cleaned up. He does clean. He is a dealer, I believe, with PSA. So he's a good guy to send to if you got to get stuff cleaned up. All right. 968 plus Dawn of Fate. Love all the Terminator covers, dude. Terminator 2, for my money, is a top 5 movie, maybe a top 3 movie of all time. All time.
Yeah, I got those names. I got Replay, Jose Yusef.
Yep.
I don't know. And Letitia. And we need a name from Mike. I think he wants you to name it.
Good Replay. That's
Aaron
fantastic.
just won that giveaway too.
Who did? Aaron, you won the giveaway? You won the giveaway. Aaron, did you get this giveaway? My man.
It turned my head.
Congrats.
I'm not sure.
Congrats, brother. You are not a form filler. If anybody deserves a giveaway every once in a while, it is Aaron. He has always been, such a good buyer, such a good thing for the room. All right, here's a 968 plus Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. Only one, maybe 2, because the other one, it says 968 plus. I can't remember when I graded this, but all I have was old comps on this. $33 raw video game on average. Did somebody just buy another chicken? Did we just sell another chicken? Aaron, did you buy a chicken, dude? Thank you, brother. Give me that chicken name, dude. Look at this. This is the problem with wearing something like this, is that the baldness and the aerodynamic nature of the top of the chrome domus. This thing slides up just naturally from me ripping slabs. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you for always being in the room. I know you're building up a crazy pile. All right, here we go. This is Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. Hey, buddy. You go to bed? Cool. All right. Now you can run it, hon. Kaz, as always, put your clothes on. Pork chop. I think your soul's worth a whole bunch. Just haven't hit your stride yet, maybe. All right, discount games. Good win. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Smash Up. $33 raw video game on average, 988 plus. I like this title a lot too. This is a great Turtles cover. Fantastic Weed Turtles cover. This is the kind of game that you move over. You got a little bonus down here as well. I think it's a comic book inside. Pretty rad. I don't think that's a variant that's uncommon on this, but it's, yeah. I like this grab too. We're live. Goes who wants it. Pretty solid pre-bid on that. I don't know, Pork Chop, is it? Yeah. Prepare for an all-out brawl. Oh, that's cool. Is this a bad game? For it to be a smash, that's amazing. I didn't know that that existed. I'm just so used to them all being like beat 'em ups. It's fun. Why is this game cheap then? Good winner. Why is this game cheap if it's a Turtles beat 'em up? I'll take a Turtles beat 'em up over Smash, dude. I'll take Power Stone 2 over Smash. Incredibles Rise of the Underminer. We're getting to a point where the Incredibles were like, people with disposable income love the Incredibles. It's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. What other Smash clones are? Okay, so let me just run this. All right, $34 raw video game, only one on the Pop Report. What other Smash clones are there? I mean, I couldn't figure out if I think Power Stone came out the same year as Smash. Came out after, but they wouldn't have known about Smash Bros. Until it was released, and they would have already been making that game. What came after, like other than this Turtles Smash clone? Yeah, Power Stone. If you look at Power Stone 1, it was released at the end of the year. And I don't think they would have came up with the idea to Power Stone after Smash Bros. Was released. So I think they were simultaneously both making a similar kind of game. It stands to reason. And Smash just beat them by, a few months. That's what I remember figuring out. All right, this is Van Helsing for the OG Xbox. 2004 video game. You got a 9.8A on this. As far as the steel grade goes, this song is so good. I'm looking for the A. Couple little pops here, nothing crazy. Just little snags. I'm sure it's an accumulation of several things to get to the A. $28 raw video game. I got a 988 plus, and I'll quote 2025 prices. In February 2025, did 102. It's a long time ago at this point. 3 graded is second on the pop, according to CGC. One more game. One more game, then we'll do some sealed raw. Replay. I got a 9.4 A++. I'll tell you right now, because they're going to be mixing in the next couple shows. Good game, good win, ZJ. 9.4 A++. All the other ones are 9.9 A++. The 9.4 is a loose disc. I'll probably give it away in one of my next shows. Young Justice Legacy. All right, this is our last game. Only one on the Prop Report, $22 raw video game on average. Great DC cover. There we go. You guys want some sealed raw? I got some sealed raw. Usually I put good stuff on the top of the pile. Yeah, Mike, I'll run some. Yes, sir. Yes. I'm going to do a quick scene change, and we're going to run some sealed raw to finish out the night for you guys. I appreciate everybody for coming in the room. I got 13 consoles represented in next Sunday's show. 40 games, 13 different consoles, I think I counted. And then the following show has 20 to 25 games set up for pre-bid. 2 Sundays from now, and they're missiles. They're all missiles. It's going to feel like a signature type show with the quality in that show. Good one, Discount. Good grab. All right. Happy hour time. Hope you guys have a lot to look forward to this week. We'll pray for each one of you this week. How about that? That you have a good week. Had some crazy attacks by way of Facebook for showing realized prices on sealed graded games. Just trying to be a peacemaker out here.
Your wife gets you in trouble?
Yes, yes, that's
Always?
yes, yes. For the record, that promo that went viral was my wife's idea, and I think it was fantastic. Just putting up realized prices on Facebook just brought the loons out. Oh no, it's all good, brother. It's all good. Yep, DMX. That's another piece of the formula. All right, let's get right into it, okay?
Yeah, it's all Penguin's fault.
Yeah, Penguin's been trying to work
Inspiration.
DMX on my show, and it's really good grief. All right, so take a look at this sealed video game. Look at that. All right, here's your damage. Right up in here. I would say it's not a gradable copy. You got kind of a puncture, a little bit of a slice there. Beyond that, everything else is pretty good. Let's just try to get a see it right there. Right there. All right. Not a cheap game right here. $45 sealed raw condition according to price starting. A little bit of damage up in the top corner. Yeah, you. Oh, that was my wife's idea too. You. Part 2 was all the hair-esque. I'm proud of her. Yes, she represents the side of me that is aimed towards people that don't completely nerd out on this, that love sealed graded video games. The stuff I cut is for the people, all the people that love sealed slabberuses. All right, here we go. $27 sealed copy of Tales of Symphonia. I got this to grade if it was in good enough shape, but on the side, it's, yeah, I'm going to say there's a tear there. It's kind of loose because I have Tales of Symphonia for GameCube as well. Good one. Good one, Aircell. Thank you for your first purchase. There's Sayonara Wild Hearts. This is an 8-bit title. It's a pop album video game. I know that I would love this game. I played Rez recently. I thought that game was fantastic. Feels like it's in the same realm. Got a little scuff across the surface right up through here. All right, there you go. We're live. $12 game, cheap. Shouldn't be this cheap. Brucey, congrats on the giveaway. Good one, Abby. Thank you for your first purchase. Run sealed raw. Close the night down. This guy has a loose disc. Loose disc, $13 game. All right, you got a little bit of dirt on the top. It's got some wear everywhere. It's got a little snag there, little snags here and there everywhere. It's a sealed game that you play. Thanks, you. Look at how that creeps up. Just wants to release into the wind. Good win. Good win, Greg.
Maybe you should release it.
Yeah. All right, here we go. This is a gradable copy of this video game if you can get these stickers off. I don't want to pay $40. I've had problems with these. With certain stickers, security stickers, you can put in the freezer and they'll just pop right off. I have never had success with these. Might not be patient enough, but this is an absolute gradable copy of this title. This is probably the nicest sealed game I'll run tonight. $47 game. Good comps on graded. 9.48 for 140 last year. It's a good title. All right. Like I said, everything else about this looks gradable to me. It's just that sticker. All right. Yeah, replay. You will have an imprint when you do get this removed, that sticker, but it's not going to put you into A territory or anything like that. It'll probably put you in A+. That's what I would guess. Good one, replay. Perfect for you. Good grab. Get that graded. You're the guy. All right, here's Madden 19. For my money, this is probably one of my favorite, at his prime, favorite football players I ever got a chance to watch. As a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, for a guy that's 5'10" to do what he did on a football field was pretty rad. And then he lost his mind. Yep, let's go. $5 new video game. Clean. Little nick there. Yep, Penguin. You need that for $1. My man. There's Lamar. Madden 21 MVP edition. Nobody's ever played the position like this, dude. $8 approximately, according to price charting. All right. Just giving you guys a little variety. I mean, I'm fine with this game not selling. You know? We don't need Baltimore Ravens fans in here replay retro. All right, Destiny 2 Forsaken. $7. All new story, new co-op mode. The hunt is on. Also includes Destiny 2, Expansion 1, Expansion 2. Legendary Collection.
Everyone wanted to know if that was gradable.
AB? You talking about AB? Penguin? You talking about the Steeler cover? No. I'd say no.
Dad really wants the talking heads put on.
Who does?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I will, Pops. You really need to hear the Talking Head song, Pops? Burning Down the House?
He does. Can you put that game on?
Good one, replay. First Templar. $17 game. He looks light everywhere, but I think that's just the color of the blue. About a $17 game. Pretty good everywhere. Don't see anything crazy big as far as damage goes. Rick, are you alright? I'm always wondering when I need to make the call to the old folks' home. Is this it? Is this it, Pops? You burning down the house? You want me to play Burning Down the House while you literally burn down your house? All right, here's Battleship Xbox 360, $23 raw video game on average. With what is it?
Oh, it was because of the comment about burning down our house.
Oh yes,
That's
eMovie
what it
Cache.
was.
You got eMovie Cache in there. I love these kinds of little variants. I don't know if that's on every one of them or not, but is this from the movie?
I got you, Rick.
Yeah.
I understand.
All right, Rick, you'll get it. Rick's throwing riddles out again.
Riddle me, Rick.
Riddle me, Rick. Riddle me, Rick. Well, Dad, sure you weren't giving anybody who got the riddle right. here it is. All right, this is MLB, 2K MLB front office manager. All right, Rick, here we go. Yes, because I grade video games, we had somebody wish that my house would burn down. That's the ether. When people say you throw stuff out into the ether, that's where it goes, and this is what you get back.
Preferably not with our kids or our pets in it.
Yeah, you haven't gotten the trophy yet, huh?
What?
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it takes a little while to get across the country. Good one, replay. Good grab. That was a $22 game that replay just grabbed. Well done. Here's Risen. $14 copy of Risen. It's got a lot of surface damage, no tears. You got a ring, a little evidence of the ring. It's not a gradable copy or anything like that, for sure. But otherwise, it's pretty good condition. Okay. Did you put some Tiger Wolf? Welcome to the party, Tiger. You got to see this last promo I cut. We went viral here at Green Hair Inc. I don't know if you're seeing this stuff and how busy of a guy you are. Yeah, absolutely. We went semi-viral with a 20-second reel that shows realized prices from my signature show last week. It made it into all the rooms where people hate sealed graded games. I got 70 hideous comments. One person said maybe your house should burn down. All right, we got a $19 copy of Virtual Tennis 4. That's the sticker everybody remembers. Is that Best Buy? You got damage on this guy. This is not like a mint copy. You just got little dings. No major tears. A little bit of ring evidence on the back. Yeah, Fatal Inertia. Fatal Inertia I ran. It was a good one.
Blockbuster.
Yeah, it's sealed. I mean, it is sealed, and we do have a good COE there. Yeah. I thought it was Best Buy. Good one, Chuck. Good grab. All right, here's Vancouver 2010. Got a sticker on the back. I don't know who put that there. Also put this here. Strange. It's a strange places. Does that mean there's tape here somewhere? No, it's just a sticker. Covering the barcode. Both spots. Any and all barcodes. I've never seen that. Got a little hang tab right here. I don't know what we're looking at here. Any regular Xbox. Let me see. Yeah, I got a few. Yeah, I got a few OG Xboxes for you. Yeah, buddy. Chucky, what's happening? Drive safe, my friend. Safe travels. I don't have Stranglehold for Xbox 360. I don't believe. Good one, replay. Good grab. All right, let's put some Xbox. We can do that. We got 3 Xbox titles tonight. There's another one with a sticker for the barcode. All right, let's talk about condition. You got damage, enough damage down here to keep this out of a grading company's hands. For sure. A little stuff here. Sealed though. Mike, you want one more graded surprise slab? Let me look. What system? Mike, what system? Good one, Buck. PS3 or 360. I'll look and see what I got. I'll run one more slab. $24 video game. All right. I got scuffs here. Scuffs here. Or not scuffs, tears. Got missing shrink wrap in both bottom corners. Surface scuffs on the shrink. It's about the worst of it. You might have a little snag up in the top corner here too. All right, just Demon Stone. All right, Xbox 360 or PS3. Okay. One more OG Xbox title. $26 video game. You got some pretty high graded comps on this. I haven't looked at the data, but it's not. I'll show you what we got here. Let's see if I can right through up in here. Little stuff on the shrink, and I don't believe it works to the case. If you're like an AA plus seal, you might still catch that 9.6. Don't see any major damage. And like a little bit of bunching through here. All right. We'll finish out with a slab. Good one, Jordan. Okay. All right, we're gonna do one slab. Nothing crazy, Mike. But I'll always meet your call outs, brother. Everything that I have currently is really, I got some really high end stuff that's like in different parts of the process. But my next week's show is going to have 13 different consoles in it represented. And this stuff on the back wall, if you can't see it, there's some heavy duty stuff set up for pre-bid on my 2 Sundays from now show. And then after that, you know, I guess the point is I don't have a lot to pull a slab out of left field right now. But this is about a $60 video game, sealed, raw condition. LRG number 244. This is Oddworld Stranger's Wrath HD 968 plus. He is there's 2 covers on this, I think, or maybe another system. There's 2 different covers, but he's the Stranger, isn't he? I think there's 2 covers. All right. Relax. He's a donkey?
Goat monkey.
Goat monkey, yes. $60 raw video game on average. Pretty high end. Limited run game. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for closing out. Guys, I appreciate you guys. Next week's going to be fun. Just check my shows out. Please follow. We're going to raid right into Wafflefoot's room. It's got all kinds of CIB stuff. Rock on, guys. Peace.
Good pickup. All right. Nicktoons. Oh, we got a raid. Tony. I hope you had a wonderful show. Tony.